Yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, hey, just first off, this because it's a different week. This is not a day that we have to designate what's going on as far as injuries, so we're just laying low on that stuff. So I know you'll all ask and all that because somebody tells you got to, but I don't have all your answers for you today. Sorry.
Yeah, we do have to. How did Ken Walker do this week?
He's going to go into this game with some question. There'll be some question here.
And how about Abe Lucas?
Abe practiced really well. No. No.
With Abe, whether he plays this week or not, do you feel like you have a better sense of whether he's going to be able to get back and be a part of this for you guys?
He is back to that. Yeah, he's back to where we're counting on him to be able to help him contribute.
Would that be a situation where you still work in Jason Peters?
Have to wait and see on that one. Jason's been doing a really good job. I love when he's out there playing for us. I got no problem with that.
Is Reek Woolen okay from what?
Yeah. Yes.
Overall, what did you think of the way the guys kind of bounced back?
Well, we needed to bounce back, and we did. You know, we came back. We had 3 terrific days here in the VMAC, and guys were really up for it. As crisp as we've been, and so that was the response that was really obvious. So glad to see it.
You guys had Kelvin Joseph to the practice. What did you see in him, I guess?
He's really fast. He's really fast. You know, and he's done some good stuff in special teams.
With Derek Young, what do you think you guys found out about his issue?
But he got back on the practice field today. Just so you know that, I can give you that one. So that's a good sign.
I know Forrest people had it set up. How's Abe Lucas?
Abe had a good week. Yeah, Abe's in. Everything's kind of on schedule as we've kind of planned it out quite some time ago, aiming for this week, and he did his part.
What is another week of Kenny McIntosh getting practice with you guys?
Look, it's good to see him. You know, we continue to see how precise he is with his runs. He reads the line of scrimmage really well. We just needed more turns, to see him, and we're kind of elevated our opinion of his sense for the running game. It was really obvious this week, and he did a really nice job. So he's ready to go.
What happened to Phil Haynes?
He's had a toe that's been bothering him for some time.
Talk about how you needed a bounce back week this week. Do you feel like the guys, grasp how big this game is on Thursday night?
Yeah, I think they know. Yeah, I think it's really obvious, and we've made the point, and we've practiced accordingly. And it was good to have a regular week, and be able to, kind of exert yourself and kind of get back into the hitting and the running and the speed that we generate in practice that we didn't get last week. And I think everybody appreciated that. It felt really good and felt normal to be back out.
With Diaz-Ridge and those returns last week, first of all, how much confidence did that give him, and what kind of spark does that give?
Yeah, he looked. It was a dramatic look that he gave us with just the burst and his commitment to the run. He's got a great attitude. He's really tough about carrying the ball back in the kicking game, and he's going to be a big factor for us moving ahead.
They haven't allowed a sack in these 3 games now. How much of that is the way that they're having Dak get the ball out versus kind of how well they're doing?
It's a combination. It's all of it. Sorry, you knew the answer was coming. It is. They do throw a lot of quick game. They do get the ball out. The protection has been really effective. I think his movement, his subtle movement, and his ability to get out and go has really made that work together and really made it come together. So it's very difficult. It's a very difficult task because he has been so efficient at everything he's doing for some time now. So it's a big challenge for us.
The numbers show they start pretty fast as well. I mean, their first quarter scoring, they haven't trailed at all in a home game this year. I guess is that something you have to kind of go in trying to combat at all? Or you just
No, we're not. We're going to try to do the best we can. We'd like to get downfield and score first drive, and we'll see what happens. We got to hold them from doing it too. They can't be ahead if they don't score, So we have to try to keep that going. So it's a challenge on both ends.
as you noted earlier in the week,
I did. I noted something.
Well, Geno and him not being able to do much last week, with him being able to practice this week, just
It was different night and day. Night and day. I mean, he's out there running practice and putting on a show for us as he does every week. We're throwing the football over the place, and he did that exactly. He was full go the whole time, and that was not the case. And so, we want to make a big deal about it, but it's pretty obvious. There's a big difference.
You guys had to work with
Ask the question again. What are you asking?
With him on that, maybe help him figure out how to deal with extra chips and tight ends.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's it's been obvious that there's no, an uptick there, and it's respect that he's gained because he's been causing some problems. So we've been working on that all year. It's nothing new for us, but he knows he's getting it, and he knows that's what he has to deal with. And so we try to take advantage of that with the other guys that are rushing as well. Where the tension goes there, and then hopefully we have an edge somewhere else. And so it fits to everybody. So, but he is working on it hard, and he understands, and he expects it.
Draymond dealing with any more of that now that he's on the edge?
No, not necessarily. I mean, we get it all the time, so it's pretty typical.
Pete, what's the balance on your offense in terms of you have to score, but you have to be patient?
It's a really good point, and it's a point that I'm always attending to. We have to be patient so that we do right, and we don't try to force the issue, force the situation, so that we can take advantage of when the opportunities are there. And so, that's always a case, particularly when you got a guy that can throw the ball over the yard and he can throw it everywhere, and our guys are getting downfield and all. We need to exercise patience, and regardless of what the situation is, so that we can find our way and our rhythms to get down the field. So it's something we do talk about. Yeah.
Pete, how's Leonard Williams doing?
He worked on this day, so that's a really good sign.
Would Frank Clark probably be part of the game plan this week?
Yeah.
With Phil Haynes, what are his chances of playing?
We'll see. I don't have to tell you, so I'm not telling you anything. So I got nothing for you. You'll see.
And with D, you mentioned him being a big part of the return game. Is he an option at punt returner as well?
Not right now.
Over the long haul, Pete, what do you attribute the bounce back after losses and your success, your record after losses? Is there a central reason?
Consistency in the messaging, I think. If there's anything, it's staying constant with the last game has nothing to do with what the next game's all about, and win or lose, big win, big loss, whatever it is. There's a discipline to that I think we try to learn and try to own it, and it does. If you just started talking about it like today or Wednesday, when you come back, I don't think you can get it done. We have to be practicing this mentality for a long time so that we can kick into it and utilize it for the power that it gives you, that you don't carry the judgment of the past event to the next one, and so that's something we work hard on, and I'm always looking forward to camping out on that one when we need it, most.
How long does it take a new player to the team to figure that out?
I don't know that. I don't know how long it takes. I've never gauged that before. I don't know. Yeah. All right.
All right, thank you.
I'm glad you said that. Thank you.